Hello, and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel, where we do unboxes, plan with me's, and other things. And if you like that, please consider subscribing. Today, I'm doing my PD TBR game. Want to see the rolls, what I get, and what I choose? Come join me. This is my game board that I created back in February of this year. I am doing this every 2 months. I asked last ones from August and September if this next batch should it be October, November, or October, November, December, and then start anew in January. And I only had one person vote, and they said no, keep it 2 months. Okay, right now I've only read 2 books out of I believe there was 8 books. Yes, 8 books that I was supposed to read. August, nothing. Crap went downhill, and I figured, oh, you know what, September, I'm gonna gung-ho it. And then I had to put down my baby Romeo. And if anybody has watched me on my streams or seen some videos of mine, he has shown up in my videos. He's been with me, especially with my streaming. So it hurt me really badly because I've had him since he was a kitten. So it was devastating. But so far I've read 2 books. I will update this when it's time to put it up if I've read any more. So that's where I'm at. I figured I would do this early. What I use is a 20-side die, and I go around the board till I get to finish. Some require dice and some require a spinner. So right now we should be good. And my poor dragon got clipped. So, needless to say, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to, like I said, do 2 months, and then in February of next year, it'll be 1 year of me doing it. I will then debate next round if I'm going to redo the board or what. Haven't decided yet. So, without further ado, let's start with that. And we have a 13, and we're starting with another arts and craft book. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I did finish the art and craft book from last 2 months. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. An award-winning book. Oh boy. That's going to be interesting. 12. A new to you author. Okay. 18. Single POV. Okay. Okay. 1. Continue a series. Okay. This last row is going to kill me. No, 17. There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, I'm done. So, wow, only 5 books. Okay, I'll be right back to show you what I picked. I'm back with the choices that I made for the rolls that I did. As you see, I have a different shirt on. I have filmed this a lot differently because of the fact that I grabbed the books, I got them, and then I have been downhill. So right now, I will show you the books that I picked for my PD game. I started off with 1 being Crafts and Arts, and I chose this one, The Book of Earth by Heidi Gutsinson. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Art meets science in this guide to creating colors of the Earth's extraordinary pigments and exploring their fascinating uses today and throughout history. I thought this would be an interesting artsy book about pigments. It's something that is quite interesting. So I thought, why not? Let me try this out. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy this, but it's kind of interesting to see where they've come up with the pigments for every color imaginable. Hopefully I can learn. All right, the next book was an award-winning book, and I decided to use James Purcell Everett's book. It is a Pulitzer Prize winner. They actually won. When Jim overhears that he's about to be sold as a man to man in New Orleans, he separates from his wife and daughter forever. He runs away until he can formulate a plan. Meanwhile, Huck has failed his own death to escape his violent father. As all readers of American literature knows, thus begins the dangerous and transcendent journey by raft down Mississippi River towards the elusive and unreliable promise of a free states and beyond. Brimming with the electrifying humor and lacerating observation that has made Everett an literary icon, this brilliant and tender novel radically illuminates Jim's agency, intelligence, and compassion as never before. James is destined to be a major published event and cornerstone of the 21st century American literature. Here is the gentleman who wrote this. I have to say, I'm listening to it right now, and this is actually kind of interesting. I like it. I can't tell you much more about it. I've never read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I gotta be honest. If I did, I don't remember it, but I probably didn't read it, knowing me. So this would be interesting to see in his point of view, and it has been really interesting so far. So I had to get this from the library. Next was a new-to-you author. Well, I decided to have some fun. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this book, so I thought, why not? Let me try this out. Belladonna by Adalyn Grace. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Orphaned as a baby, 19-year-old Signa has been raised by a string of guardians, each of them more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her remaining relatives are the exclusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at the Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. Its patriarch mourns his late wife through wild parties, while his son grapples for control of the family's waning reputation, and his daughter suffers from a mysterious illness. But when their mother's restless spirit appears claiming she was poisoned, Signa realizes that the family she depends on could be in grave danger and enlists the help of Shirley Stableboy to hunt down the killer. However, Signa's best chance of uncovering the murderer is an alliance with Death himself, a fantastic dangerous shadow who has never been far from her side. Though he made her life a living hell, Death shows Signa that their growing connection may be more powerful and more irresistible than she ever dared to imagine. This is going to be interesting. This is the author. I've never read. I've seen people are. This is constantly. I think there's 3 books in the series so far. I don't know if they're going to get further, but I thought, what the hell? Let me try this out. This is something I said, okay. Next one I got was a single POV. Now, this was kind of interesting. I went and found the list and went, okay, I got to go through a list. And I decided to do Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book of the Carnival series. I can't wait to try this. I'm not going to read this because, like I said, I read Carnival already and I enjoyed it. So I can't wait to read the second book. And it happens to be a single POV. So I thought, why not? So that's the book I picked for that. And then last but not least was, again, continue a series. So I got repeats on Arts and Crafts and Read a Series. Continue a series. That's back to back for those. And for that, I decided to do Framed in Death by J.D. Robb. Oh, wait. Legendary. There is the picture of the author. I love this edition, by the way. Now, back to this, was just Framed in Death by J.D. Robb. There we go. And this time, let's see here. What's Eve doing this time? I should be able to read these because they're not giving anything away. New York is filled with galleries and museums and a deep pocket collectors who can make an artist's career with a wave of a hand. But one man trolls in obscurity, his brilliance unrecognizable, while he lesser talents bask in the glory he believes he should be his. Come tomorrow, he vows, the city will be buzzing about his work. Indeed, before dawn, Lieutenant Eve Dallas is speeding toward the home of the two gallery owners whose door has been turned into a horrifying tablet overnight. A lifeless young woman has been elaborated, costumed, and precisely posed to resemble the model of the long-ago Dutch master, and Dallas plunged into her investigation. But the artist is passionate about his work, too, and prolific. Dallas has barely made a dent in the case before a second twisted masterpiece is unveiled. Another three-dimensional reproduction of a classic painting, and a male victim propped eerily on his feet in front of the Midtown Gallery. These are countless struggles an aspiring artist in New York, but this one has all the money he could need and refuses to wait for the attention he craves. Like the geniuses who came before him, he is willing to sacrifice for his art, as long as it's someone else being sacrificed. So this one is the latest one that she has published. She's getting another one in February, so this series is going, and I love it. So this is what I'll be reading for the continue the series. So that is the books that I picked, and here are all the other, like I said, the only one I didn't have was Earth. I couldn't find that one, so that's on Hoopla. So that's the one I'm going to read there. But here we go. This is what I picked for the selection. What did you think of my selection? Let me know in the comments below which one you're interested in, what I'm going to read. I'm curious. Hopefully this month I will actually, this game I will actually finish. It's been a while since I've completed one, because of everything that's going on, and plus I've not been really with it, and I do apologize. So let me know which one you're excited to see me read. What did you think of my selection? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, and until next time, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day.